and welcome to Miss Perry's science class. As you're getting started with your science course, there are 5 things that I recommend starting with, and we are going to go over those now. Those are going to include attending the live science orientation, printing the course calendar, making sure you know how to work in the course, knowing what assignments are going to be due during the year, and how to communicate with me. The first thing that I want to go over is the science orientation. So there is going to be a flipped recording of your orientation, and that is just a little bit more information that I'm going over in this first 5 tips. I want to make sure that you have these tips to kind of get you started, make sure you're able to start working on the course if you choose to, but then that orientation is going to go a little bit deeper into how to work in your science course. And then on the first Thursday after your official start date in the course, we will have a follow-up session to that orientation. So you can come live, ask questions, make sure that we all understand or are on the same page in regards to your science course. So I want to make sure that you are able to attend that live, but there's also going to be a recording available after that if you're not able to attend live. So the very first thing that I want you to do after watching these first 5 tips is to watch the orientation, the flipped orientation. And then when you see the live orientation, the follow-up, pop up in your Class Connect schedule. You can go ahead and attend that live to ask any questions that you might have. The second thing that I would like for you to do is to print the course calendar. And this is important. So if you go to the course materials, you can then see all of the course materials that are loaded into the course. You've got your teacher contact information. There is your course calendar. You're going to go ahead and print that. That has each and every lesson, an assignment that is due along with the due date, so you can keep track there. So you will have a class plan in your course, but I want to make sure that you print out that course calendar and keep up, because that class plan will continue to scroll, and we want to make sure that you are caught up in where you need to be. So that's why I asked that you go ahead and print that course calendar. You'll see the other materials loaded into those course materials. All of those are important as well. After you have printed that course calendar, you are ready to get to work and start doing your science lessons. So please note there is not a textbook for the science course. All of the content that you need is going to be in the lessons. So I highly recommend that you take notes as you're going through the lessons, and you can use the note guides found in course materials as well. So I've posted those in course materials and in the announcement section. If you need help finding those, just let me know. Another note to know about working in the course there are lesson assessments or quizzes. You get 3 attempts on those. So make sure that you master each of those before moving on, because you only get 1 attempt on your lesson assessment, and those are your tests. Make sure to notice also that your quizzes are open note, open lesson. However, your unit assessments, you can use your notes, but that's the only resource that you should be using on those unit assessments. In addition to the lesson assessments and the unit assessments that you'll be taking, you will also have teacher grade assignments. And those are assignments that are going to be submitted in a Dropbox to me for grading. So to access a list of all of the teacher grade assignments that are due along with the due dates, you can go to Tools and then Assignments, and it will bring up a list of the teacher graded assignments in each unit. So you'll see the assignment, and this is where you can go and access that Dropbox, and you will see the due date. So make sure that you pay attention to when that is due. Keep in mind that we have a permanent 0 deadline in the middle of the course. So halfway through your course, any assignment that was due prior to that will need to be submitted, or you'll no longer receive credit on that teacher graded assignment. So you can also take a look at your course calendar that you've already printed off, and I have noted on there the permanent 0 deadlines as well. So just pay attention to those course calendars. Make sure that you have all of your assignments submitted that are due up to that time by that permanent 0 deadline in the middle of your course. And then the rest of the things will be due at the end of the course, And so just pay attention and make sure you have all of those submitted by that last date as well. Once you have completed a teacher grade assignment and you are ready to turn that in, and within the Dropbox you'll see the digital materials that you need. That's the worksheet that you will fill out and save to your computer. So once you've completed that assignment, saved it to your computer, and you're ready to turn that in, you'll go back to the Dropbox, either in the lesson or where we just access that Tools, Assignments, and click on which assignment you are submitting. That will open up your Dropbox. If you continue here on this screen, when you open it up, you'll see this. You'll continue scrolling down until you see Add a File. You'll click on Add a File, and then it'll give you a screen that looks like this right here, and you will select that you want to add a file from your computer because you have now saved your work on your computer with a new name, hopefully, so that you can identify which one. It will then open up a screen that looks like this, so you can then select the file from your computer, or you can simply drag and drop it into the upload, and you will click Upload or Submit to submit your file to me. So once you have submitted your file, give your teacher 1 to 3 days, work days, to grade that paper. We will grade that as quickly as possible, and then you'll see the feedback. When you log into your course, you will see that you have some feedback. So you can read that feedback, make sure that you understand the material, and you're done with your teacher graded assignment. And last but certainly not least, make sure you know how to communicate with me. I am here and ready to answer any questions you have about your course, and I can answer those in the way that you feel most comfortable. So you can reach me by phone, you can reach me by Skype. Skype is really the fastest way to get a hold of me. So make sure that if you're comfortable with that, you can add me to Skype. iAcademy C Perry is the username. You can also send me a text. Just keep in mind that that's a little bit different from my phone number. Or you can come to Help Labs as well. So you will see a Help Lab in your course calendar on Mondays. So you can check that out as well. Don't ever sit there and wait for me to answer a question. Just reach out in any of these methods that you feel most comfortable with, and I would love to help you out.